You notice I have two lights, one on my little clay figure and one on the marble. And there's a support system where I can put the light anywhere I need to. Now, as I sat looking at this, I noticed there was some distortion. I tend to have a stigma on one side, and it tends to make the left side a little larger than the right side. That happens in my painting too. So, but I can get over the distortion by controlling the shadow. And I get the shadow directly where the nose, they call this a little butterfly. You get the little butterfly shape under the nose. And then that seems to correct all the stigma. And we see if this line is still running straight. A little secret in stone carving, if you get this area in this little triangle, then you can move in here into the nose, and then you can move straight down into the mouth, and then into the chin, and then into the ears. You get that triangle first, then you get this triangle, and then you can get this triangle. Working from the center line out. This is a chamfer, that's a chamfer, that's a chamfer, that's a chamfer, that's a chamfer. Just treat these as chamfers. Now in here, these will be chamfers. Now, I'm probably pretty much ready to start doing something accurate. Putting the nose and the eyepieces in. Remember, these eyepieces have to be in line with these eyes. That's also a way to ensure that the distortion on the helmet is minimalized too. You play with this for a while. I like to bring accuracy in as quickly as possible, so I'll probably work on the jaw and the ear. And then the decorative. Who knows? I think this area is how I feel right in here, over here. If I go here first, think here, then inevitably something gets messed up. But if I think here first and here first, and follow that intuition, it seems to work out a little bit better for some reason. The ears do need to come up into this little ear slot here, giving myself plenty of room. It's always a little bit intimidating moving into something like that, getting something accurate right away. Because you can't undo it. It takes a little bit more concentration, something that few people have in this day and age. Can't sit through an opera, can't sit through a symphony. I don't know. Okay. Control the lights. We'll get back down to work. working on sculpture is like a matter of more or less. More structure, more movement, less movement. So I check my measurements, strike a point from this center line, maybe strike a point from this center line, and start comparing and see where I need to adjust structurally. So yesterday I worked a lot on movement. Today I need to correct that by working on structure. It's like walking, left, right, a little bit more. It's a balancing act. So when you need to bring a little bit of romance, movement in, a little bit of structure, a little bit of romance, a little bit of movement. Glenn keeps asking me, what's it going to look like? I don't know what it's going to look like. I have to make subtle corrections as I go. It's pure act of desperation the whole time. You know, we could talk about sculptures bunching up on this side and excess, defect, excess, defect. I just look where I need to work. So I think I need to work on structure today, bring it into, just work on some of the accuracy and some of the structure I need, which is kind of boring. So you'll see me using the calipers a lot, trying to adjust. With clay, you can just move things and push things around. With stone, you've got to be thoughtful. 100% of the time you have to be thoughtful. Clay, you can be thoughtless. Clay's lovely. It's wonderful for moving things around. But when you're working in stone, the ear has to be tucked up inside there. I have to be cognizant of that line. Completely, 100% of the time. I have to be cognizant of this line. Cognizant of the chin in relationship to the manubrium. At the same time, you have to have a certain mobility of will. So, I got all kinds of problems in this I need to work on. So we'll see what I can do.